Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're continuing the series with oscillating multi-tool blades because everybody knows if you have an oscillating multi-tool, those things are really only as good as the blade you have in them, all right? So you do not want to, be using a bad blade unless you just want bad performance or bad cuts or bad results, right? So on today's episode, we're going to take a look at two blades from Stanley Black & Decker, the DeWALT brand, and we're going to be taking a look at the Bi-Metal version of the wood with nails blade, which is DWA4203, and then we're going to be taking a look at a blade that is maybe three times more expensive than that blade, which is the DeWALT 10 times the life carbide tip blade, okay? This is for general purpose, but also say metal and wood, pretty much wood with nails. And its model number is DWA4250, okay? That blade, each one of these blades will cost you roughly around $24, depending on how you get them, because you can buy them in 1-pack, 2-pack, 3-pack, and things like that. But the pack that I got, it was from the store, and it was a 2-pack, and it was 48, close to about 50 bucks, making each blade about $24 a blade, okay? That is 2 times, if not 3 times more expensive than this blade, because this blade will cost you anywhere between 8 to 12 bucks. If you buy it in a larger pack, 8 bucks, it's not bad. But is the premium you're paying for that blade really worth the performance you're getting? That's what we're here to find out. So without too much further ado, let's get to it. All right, so let's take a look at this blade. This right here is a DeWALT Bi-Metal blade. I'm not sure if you can see right here, but it says wood with nails. And this is DeWALT's Bi-Metal wood with blade nails. And as you can see here, the teeth are not very much pronounced. They're pretty standard for what you would see a Bi-Metal oscillating tool blade. There's no markings on here on what the model number is, but if you look on the packaging, it says it's DWA4203. So this is the Bi-Metal DeWALT oscillating tool blade. I don't think I saw where it was manufactured. I believe it's in China, and if it's wrong, we'll just throw it up on the screen here. But that's pretty much what this blade here looks like, wood with nails, all right? So this right here is the DeWALT DWA4250. So DeWALT metal and wood, and you can see here, this right here is carbide teeth. So this is the carbide tipped DeWALT oscillating tool blade. This is general purpose, and they claim up to 10 times the life. There's nothing else on here on what the model number here is, but on the packaging it will say DWA4250. So let's take a look at the packaging. DWA4250. This is 10 times the life with carbide teeth. This is Universal Fitment, not universal, but most for all oscillating multi-tools, and this general purpose 2-pack. So this blade right here says it's manufactured in Vietnam. It's compatible with all of these, non-Starlock brand multi-tools. And this package right here, I believe, costs somewhere close to about $50-ish. So I think each blade here is somewhere around $24, $25. So this blade right here is about $24 in a 2-pack. This blade is about $24, right? And this Bi-Metal blade here, you can get a 3-pack for around 25 bucks, or you can just buy individual ones for like 12 bucks. So the range on these blades are going to be anywhere between $8 to $12. This blade, almost 3 times the cost of one of these blades. So is it worth it? Let's go find out. All right, so let's take a look at the damage done to these blades. All right, so this right here is a DeWALT wood with nails bimetal blade. And as you can see right here, these teeth are just completely gone. Maybe you can't see it that well, but maybe if you look at it this way, you know, the teeth are just gone. They've just been completely rounded off. You're not getting anywhere with at least this part of the blade. The edges, you know, the parts that weren't used on the blade, you could probably still get away with it used if you wanted to cut along the edges, but the middle part of this blade right here, just gone. Okay, so this blade did not get too far. Let's move on to this carbide blade here. So this blade said it was going to be, you know, 10 times the life. Carbide teeth, 10 times life. There it goes, it says that. So on this blade, as you can see, the carbide teeth are just gone. At least the parts that were used is just chipped off. You can see right here, instead of being rounded off, they're just chipped off. Well, some of them may be rounded off here. So this blade actually is probably the first blade that got through the whole test track, right? But the damage has definitely been done. If you want to take a look at it compared to a brand new blade, right? So the brand new one on top, it should look a little something like that. And it doesn't, right? So if you look at it this way, this is what it should look like compared to what it does look like. So damage done, is it worth it? You know, let's go take a look at the numbers. All right, so let's take a recap of the numbers. And because this is only episode 2 in the series, I do want to take a moment to recap pretty much how we run all the tests. All right, so first we run, you know, set up a test track with 10 framing screws, 10 framing nails, 10 drywall screws, and 10 framing screws, you know, in that order. And then we kind of just let the M18 fuel multi-tool, the weight of that track being set up at a 45-degree angle, take the weight of the tool down, just let the pressure or the weight of the tool just take it down the track. Okay, no additional pressure is applied. And same with like all of our other series, all the tests are done in the same way, so all the data is normalized. We can kind of make, you know, pretty good comparisons. Well, at least that's the idea. So with that being said, you know, just know that, you know, all of the things are done the same way, same tool, all that stuff. So let's go take a look at the how the DeWALT DWA4203 Bimetal blade did on the track. Okay, so the Bimetal blade did not finish cutting all 16D framing nails and failed after cutting 9 nails, and that took, you know, a good amount of time. It just failed after 9 nails, so we just said that part did not finish, and the total number of fasteners cut by that blade is 9 nails. Okay, and that blade is made in China, just in case we missed it earlier in the introduction. All right, then we moved on to the carbide tipped DWA4250 blade, and that blade cut the 16D framing nails, all 10 of them, just fine. Took about 28.20 seconds. Then to the drywall screws, it cut all 10 of those just fine, and that took about 73.53 seconds. And then it cut all 10 GRK R4 framing screws, structural fasteners, you know, all 10 of them just fine. Took about 96.38 seconds. Okay, so this blade cut all 30 fasteners that were on the track and took a total time of about 198.11 seconds. Okay, and just in case you missed it earlier, this blade is made in Vietnam. All right, so let's go take a look at the leaderboard and see where everything stands up, right? So the DWA4203, the bimetal blade with only 9 fasteners cut, is actually in 4th place, which is last place on the leaderboard, behind the Milwaukee multi-material 1231 bimetal titanium enhanced blade, which had a score of 10 fasteners cut. Okay, so, you know, not too much of a huge difference there. But the DeWALT Carbide tipped blade DWA4250 is actually in 1st place with all 30 fasteners cut. It's actually the only blade currently on the leaderboard of 4 blades to complete the entire track. Okay, so with that being said, let me throw, you know, a few Easter eggs in there. So if you go back and look at all the footage of the run of the DeWALT Carbide tipped blade, some people could argue, you know, on, I don't know, nail 6, 7, 8, whatever, the DeWALT blade slowed down significantly on the drywall screw section, right? After cutting a few, it got damaged and slowed down. Yeah, and you're probably right. It definitely did. But, you know, we just let the tool just run the entire time down the track, and it did complete the track. And that's why we're capturing the total amount of time that was, you know, spent on the track to complete the track, and it was about 198 seconds. So that's obviously a lot of seconds, and then, you know, we'll have to figure out how that compares as we add more tools, or more blades, I mean, to the leaderboard. So we'll have to see how that goes. All right, so what can we say about these blades? All right, so first of all, you know, this DeWALT Bi-Metal blade, which costs roughly around $9, $10, $12 $8 depending on what pack and configuration you get them with. Would I go out and buy that again? The answer to that question is probably going to be a no, mainly because, you know, $8, $9, $10, let's just say $10 per blade to get 9 nails cut and, you know, not get too much further is not very good, considering if you look at episode 1 or on the leaderboard, they're like $2 blades that we bought off Amazon, and that was able to cut all 10 nails. Right? So, you know, let's just say $10 versus $2, we're paying almost 5 times more. You know, it may or may not be worth it. So I'm going to go with not worth it. The main good thing about these DeWALT blades is you could probably just go into your local Lowe's and pick them up as needed. Okay. So with that being said, let's go take a look at the carbide tipped blade. So this DeWALT Carbide tipped blade, the DWA4250, it actually claims 10 times life, right? Did it provide 10 times the life of performance? Actually, compared to the other blades on the leaderboard, it did, okay? But is it worth $24? Okay, so this package right here that we bought, I think it was from like Lowe's or whatnot, it was about $48, $49. So let's just say about, you know, 40 taxes and stuff, let's say $50, right? So $25, right around 24, $25 per blade. Considering it's the only blade to cut all drywall screws and all structural screws, the answer to that would be a yes right now. But as we go ahead and, you know, test more blades, is that still going to hold true? That's what we're going to have to find out by continuing to watch other episodes that we will be releasing soon, all right? So, would I go out and buy this again? If for whatever reason I needed to cut something hard with the oscillating multi-tool, then yes, we would go out and buy this blade again because it is obviously able to do that, okay? So, that's all we can say. I hope this video helped you guys out. I know a lot of people use multi-tools a lot, or oscillating multi-tools a lot, even though, you know, they're called oscillating multi-tools. The biggest reason a lot of people just use them is because they're just buzz saws and you can cut, you know, pretty much anything almost at any angle and stuff like that. So they're very, very useful. I would almost argue say probably one of the most useful tools in, you know, people's arsenals. So make sure you get a good blade. Otherwise, hope this video helped you guys out. Get back to work. Have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.